Hi everyone, it's Ariel from Squishy Panda Shop, and I'm gonna do a quick tutorial, hopefully, on the different molds that I use for my resin pieces, since many of you are asking about how and what I use for my resin. So I'm gonna do one tutorial at a time just to give about resin information for you guys. So on the molds, I shop various places: Michael's, Etsy, Diaso. So since Michael's is more of the basic store that everyone has access to, so sorry my mold is dirty, but I got this heart one. This one I normally use the coupons because they're cheap once you use the coupon, like 50% off, but this one has 6 hearts, and this is the one I use for like these. This one I dome. And I say doming on that one because when I go to Diaso, their molds are actually shiny. If you can see the difference, this one, if it shines like that versus if you have this one where it doesn't, then you don't have to dome this one because it's shiny. Because then when you pop the piece out, it will actually look like this. And you don't have to dome it or anything, which I love because it saves so much time. This one you have to dome because it was in a flat background molding, but you can find these in the bakery section. They're just for like cupcakes and such and any baked goodies. I also got this one from Think Geek. Boom, Mario. As you can see, this one is actually flat on the background compared to the last one, and I actually made a star. Ignore the eyes because those are shiny because I made those. But as you can see, it's not shiny. So if you want it shiny, you're gonna have to dome it if you buy ones that are flat like this. Let's see. And then the ones that I buy from Etsy, I wanna give some pros and cons about them. So for example, this one, my sister got gamer hearts and she just couldn't do resin. She just hated it. So since I'm more of the resin expert than she is, she gave it to me. But you can see all the texture back here. So when it comes out, it looks like this. You can see that it's not shiny. It has all this texture. Me personally, I don't like the texture, but I do these in my grab bags. When you're buying molds like this, where it has details, you need to be careful with those because these, I use it with resin and I have to paint every single button on here. If you want to use resin, it takes up so little, but it takes up so much time at the same time, and then you need to dome it just to protect it. So for me, just be careful. If you don't have time to do the details, don't get these because just the details takes up so much work. But this one, the paw prints that I make, I do them with layers. As you can see, brown and then black. So what I do is I do the brown one first on the little indents. I let it cure for about 12 hours, not the full 24. Then I put the black background that I want, or whatever color you want, and then I let that one dry for 24 hours. This one, you don't have to use all resin. I could just fill it all with the background color and then paint it on, but I like how it looks better with the resin layers instead. So just make sure you know what you're buying. If it has layers, make sure you know that it has layers. Okay. Love this one. This is one of my favorite molds because look how nice and clean it is. Well, except for that piece because I have resin still in it. If I can get it out. There you go. Okay. But it's nice and clean, smooth and such. It does have a little bit of detail because the heart and the little tail thing here. So this is what it looks like. Because it is such a clean mold, that's the shine it has on it. It has a little bit of watermarks, but not obvious. But I use resin to fill in these little gaps. So there's that one. But notice how it's not deep because the next one I'm going to show you is a bit on the deep side. So it's this one. You can tell by the depth of it that it was hard to get out. It took me about 3 days with a lot of work, spent hours trying to get my mold out. So this was the one that got messed up because it cracked, because I was trying to push it out in the center, and then I used my needle tool along the side, and just because it was just so deep I couldn't get it out, it just stuck. So it just ended up cracking in the middle. But then I tried it a second time. Oops, upside down. This one actually came out not bad. I had to re-dome it because once again I had to use my needle tool and it just made some marks that I didn't like. Like here, I had to resin it. But overall, this one came out much better than the other one. But I just want to precaution everyone that when you buy these, the ones that are really deep, be careful because you might crack it. And you don't want to ruin your pieces and waste a lot of time and effort because those type of molds require layers. Some other examples about details. This one has a lot of details. This one I have to paint. I haven't made it yet, but you're gonna have to paint the details on there. Same with these. These details, had to paint them on. I mean, I have time for it. I don't mind it. It's just for those who might not have time for it. My last one I want to show you is one of my specialty ones. I use these silicone molds, the individual cupcake ones that you can buy at any baking store, supply, people, majigs. These are the ones I use for this because I like them because of the texture on them. They're just not a plain circle, but these you have to dome because it is a flat background. So I will be making more videos on more of how I create my resin pieces, so just stay tuned because I'll be working on ones that look like these. So yeah, thanks for watching.